Want to go for a certain percentage or the boom?
Hi, it's 975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox One, and today I've got a silly 1v1 fight for you between two ships that really shouldn't be engaging in a 1v1 fight. You have my frag Mamba versus guys Conda. I thought I was going to lose this fight because I have no shield cell banks, no way of cancelling banks, and I noticed before the fight that he had a lot of shield cell banks. I was surprised that I got away with it, but his ship is not fully engineered. He's not one of those guys looking to dip his toe into PvP, and we had a good chat with him. We were discussing different possibilities for his ship, so there's different options, and you know, how to get the most out of his shields, etc. So this was kind of a fun fight, learning curve for him, and it was a fight that I didn't think I had a chance in, because like I say, I haven't got anything on this ship that allows it to fight for a long period of time, and yeah, I was trying to eke out as much as I could out of my shields, because once my shields go, I wasn't going to last that long. I've got some armor on this ship, but this ship is purely a compromise for lightweight and speed. You know, I've got some D-rated shield boosters, I've got some lightweight armor, some deep plate, but you know, it's all about the compromises. It was all about like the tweaking it as much as possible to eke as much speed out of it as possible. And it's really good fun. I do love the fact that I've got a mix of fixed and gimbaled weapons, which is kind of like I'm thinking of like switching up things slightly. It would probably be better if I had pacifier frag cannons, but I'm not willing to do the power play for Hudson to get them, which probably leaves me at a slight disadvantage, because I know that pacifier frag cannons are one of the best weapons in the game in terms of DPS and the way I pilot and the way I like to fly and the sort of ships I like to use. You know, I like to get in there close, so you know, the pacifier frag cannons are great for shredding shields. They would probably be, you know, a real advantage to me, but I'm happy to sacrifice that if it means I have never got a pledge to Hudson, because the thought of pledging to Hudson is just not something I want to do. But we are back to familiar territory. If you want to do PvP in Elite Dangerous, make sure you fully engineer your ship, and do not skip a whole day. Do not miss out on that whole armor. And when I say engineer your ship, I mean engineer your ship. The guys who do PvP, especially the guys who do 1v1s, everything is as fully engineered as it can possibly be. If they've got like a tier 3 or a tier 4 item on there, it's for a deliberate purpose. For example, some people run tier 4 thermal resistant shield boosters because you take less of a hit on your kinetic resistance when you use tier 4 over tier 5. There's some really weird like PvP builds that are like, they use a tier 3 something or other because it gives them a slight edge or an advantage, and you're like, I'm a simplistic PvP guy. Everything on my ships is basically up to tier 5, unless someone tells me to do something specifically different. I think one ship where the thermal resistance stuff is at tier 4 deliberately to keep my kinetic resistance up, but on the whole I'm pretty much like just grade 5 it all. I'm not, you know, that only retentive when it comes to PvP. I don't do that much PvP in my week so I know one of my subscribers, and a very nice guy called Faz, who I've fought against a couple of times in 1v1s, really wants me to get into PvP, but it's like dedicating and finding the time to do PvP on top of everything else I do in game is really, really difficult. I am in the process of building a vulture build that he's given me, which I will then use for 1v1s against him to try and learn a bit more, get a bit more skilled with the fixed weapons and the plasmax. You know, and I'm happy to learn. It is like one of the last things in game that I've got to get good at, or want to get good at. But you know, at my age, it's like my age and my time in game, if I haven't got good at it now, I don't know if I'm gonna ever get good at it. But I do enjoy PvP enough that I'm willing to give it a go, and we'll try to get better at it. This was quite fun because, like I say, when my shields go down in this ship, there's not a lot left, so you know, it was real touch and go. But anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching.
Nope, shit. Got my power plant. Yeah, I think that's about call it. I think that's game for me.